expect a return to full-blown war now?
Yeah, and I think we're watching it right now, and I don't see any reason why it wouldn't continue to be more war, and that's a very sad, dark thing to say. You know, quite frankly, the diplomacy around this Gaza ceasefire, this phase 2, has failed. The Trump team has not been able to organize it, and President Trump, a month or so ago, upended it by calling for expulsion of the Palestinians, Gaza and the Riviera, as he liked to laugh about, and now we see the results is no diplomatic process, a return to war. The hostages are still underground, and the aid to the Palestinians is cut off. And it's going to take a lot of effort now to stop this. But I think we're on that trajectory of more military action.
And those poor hostages and their families, the hostage families, saying that this is their greatest fear being realized, this return to violence. Israel is saying the strikes, though, are all about the hostages, to force Hamas to release them all, living and dead. Is that a likely outcome here?
You know, after a year plus of war, the best way for getting hostages out time and again that was proven very effectively was through a diplomatic arrangement, not through ongoing military operations. Military operations are certainly a tool to pressure Hamas, but there was a discussion at the table. But as I just mentioned, you know, that process ran to ground. And unfortunately now, military strikes, that doesn't lead to a clear path to getting hostages out. And I think that's why the families are so deeply concerned, because there is no process now, like there was just a month and a half ago, to see the releases of Israelis from underground.
The White House says Israel consulted the Trump administration about these strikes. What do you see as the significance of that communication?
Well, it means that President Trump blesses this. At a minimum, he's not stopping it. And it also means that he's told his teams to look at other areas. And so overnight as well, the United States, struck Houthi targets outside of Yemen. The president's been threatening Iran as well. So clearly there's some coordination underway. And one thing I also do want to mention is that the Israeli government is coming up on a very important budgetary vote, and Prime Minister Netanyahu needs all the votes he can get. And restarting the war was a condition for some very far-right parties, including one led by Itamar Ben-Gvir, who left the government. So there's a lot at play here right now for Netanyahu's political survival, in addition to the drama and the trauma that we're seeing on the ground.
That's an important insight that you offer there in terms of the internal politics that could be driving or fueling this decision. We also are seeing major pushback when it comes to other people in the region, other countries who are really pinning the blame on increased violence on Israel now. So there's the geopolitical ramifications that could come from this. We'll see. Joel Rubin, thank you so much for being part of this conversation. Much more on our breaking